Thank you all so much for tuning into another episode of Mikasa Sukasa, and I am your host, Niko House. Of course, as always, I want to thank my patrons on Patreon for supporting the show. If you have not, feel free to join us and become part of this movement for truth that we have started. And because we're growing fast. And in the next couple of days, you'll see just how big we are becoming. And so if you were not subscribed, I strongly urge you to do so and become part of this movement. I am your host, Niko House, and today I wanted to talk to you about this breaking news from Dotcom. Very interesting stuff that came from his Twitter account. So Dotcom received a DM from a man in Arizona claiming that he was going to shoot somebody. Now, most people probably wouldn't do anything about that, unfortunately. But Dotcom, despite his stressed, to say the least, relationship with the United States right now, his particularly stressed relationship with the FBI, he did the right thing and he called them immediately. Because he's in New Zealand, he can't dial 911, but he called the FBI immediately to report the person who DM'd him. However, when he called to report, he literally reported to. Whenever they ask, what are you calling for? They say if it's an emergency, call 911. He can't do that. So the next thing is, if it is an act of terrorism that you'd like to report or a potential act of terrorism that you'd like to report, press 2. Guess what happened? It went to a busy signal. Dotcom tried to report someone who said that they were ready to die, that they were going to kill other people, that they had a gun, and it went to a busy signal. It's almost no wonder that Nicholas De Cruz, the Florida shooter, was able to slip through the quote-unquote cracks. Because the cracks, are gaping holes. Dotcom's Twitter reads, an American sent me a DM saying that he has guns and he is ready to go out and kill people. I can't call 911 from New Zealand, so I called the FBI terror hotline, specifically for terrorism people. He got a busy signal. But he said, and the line goes beep, 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 and nothing twice. They say they must spy on us to prevent terror, yet the anti-terror hotline is broken, ? He also goes on to say, I did get through to azdps.gov, so that's Arizona, after the FBI anti-terror hotline failed and provided them with the screenshot. They have said they are looking into it. Crazy. Disclaimer, if you send me a message saying that you want to kill people, I will report you. Good on Dotcom. Well, he said the person who sent me direct messages says that he's ready to die, he's getting ready to shoot, and I got the guns ready, and now it's telling him that he was half drunk and quoting song lyrics. I told him to call 911 now and let the police know that he is not planning on hurting anybody. But overall, Dotcom handled that situation perfectly, in my opinion. And so the real question once again becomes who holds the FBI accountable? We say the Inspector General, but the Inspector General, as we know, has little to no power as far as prosecution is concerned. We know that the FBI at this very moment is in the hands of people who have serious conflicts of interest, and all of them are like good old boys. They're all friends, they're all acquaintances. Nobody's in an elected position, so they get to pick and choose who stays and who goes. And when you haven't done your job effectively and you're worried about being held accountable, you're less likely to hold someone else accountable for not doing their job. You're less likely to speak about this because of how incompetent it makes you feel, because you feel that it may make people lose faith in the system that is supposed to protect them. And they should, because the terror hotline had a busy signal. That's a little problematic, don't you think? I'd love to know your thoughts about this issue. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Go follow Dotcom. Great guy. Gets a bad rap by mainstream media, but he does a fantastic job making sure that truth reigns above all else, even to the point of sacrificing his own personal life and his personal well-being and security to get that truth out. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, find your balance. Peace.